Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Director99 here, and today I'm going to be talking about Borderlands. So by far my favorite game franchise is the Borderlands series, and Borderlands 2 is my favorite game of all time, so it comes to no surprise that Borderlands 3 is my most anticipated game ever. So I'm going to be talking about some of my hopes for the next installment in this series. So one of the most obvious and cliched ones is obviously more than 4 characters, which I do believe we will receive, for the simple fact that this seems to be the largest Borderlands games to date, both in scale and importance. Something that is also connected is more than 4 players in one game, which is very achievable on next-gen consoles, and obviously no problem whatsoever on PC. So next up I'm going to talk about characters, and I do understand this is going to be very biased, but I do feel like I speak for a large group of people when I ask for Tiny Tina to be playable. So you might ask yourself, why would they make a side character a Vault Hunter? Well, after playing the pre-sequel, I think it's very obvious that Gearbox is completely fine with making side characters playable. And also, Tiny Tina is such an amazing character, it would be just a waste to keep her off on a side. Next up is more and better. Legendaries, Pearlescents, and Seraphs. It's so obvious that it's such a necessity. Surprisingly, Borderlands 2 actually has less than half of the legendaries that Borderlands 1 had, which was surprisingly disappointing to say the least. Yet at least most of the legendaries felt refreshing and powerful, although the far more rare Pearlescents were overall weaker and useless. This also counts for Seraph weapons. If new and better Pearls and Seraphs were added, along with more legendaries, the game would have a lot more replay value, unlike the pre-sequel. Mod support. One of the best features of Borderlands 1. There's not much to say about this one, just that mods can add a lot to a game. Just look at Skyrim or Fallout, games that will be played for years because new mods are constantly being made. So hopefully they will add mod support to the next installment of the Borderlands series. And I know it might be a bit hard for the developer, but they've done it before, I'm sure they can do it again. Have you ever had an elemental weapon with a bayonet on it, and you thought to yourself, it would be cool if that blade did elemental damage? Well, that's one of the things that I hope for. Plus, in addition of swords as their own separate weapons could make melee builds a lot more viable, and instead of having percentages for melee damage, they should do regular damage like guns, which would make farming a lot better for melee characters. Better multiplayer loot systems are viable for the next game. Why not award everyone the legendary drop, not just one person, because that leads to fighting and is overall unenjoyable. So now I'm going to talk about a couple more things. I'm just going to list them off real quick because I feel like they're pretty self-explanatory. I would like more weapon manufacturers, probably like Atlas because of Reese. I would like a new villain, someone who feels kind of actually intimidating, unlike many villains in games these days. I'd like the ability to revisit old areas with updated graphics in general, but with the same kind of comic-y Borderlands style, more than 4 story DLCs, better weapon balance, larger skill trees, the real Claptrap Secret Stash mission, which, if you don't know what that is, I'll put up a picture, but it was a really funny kind of mission, but it would be awesome to actually do that. And honestly, just the reveal of who that alien from the end of the pre-sequel was. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I want for now. If I've forgotten anything, please leave it in the comments so I could possibly make a second video. And I just really hope you guys liked it. I know this is going to be the first video on this channel, so if you really did like it, please leave a like, comment, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. I spent a lot of time on this video, so hopefully you guys leave your feedback. Dark99, out.